Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. I am making Thanksgiving 2016 card number 5. Now, the previous video that I did, number 4, kind of went back to basics and talked about how you can use things other than maybe your electronic die cut machine to make cards. So this is another one of those. I know some of us just, we can't afford to buy those electronic die cut machines, but it's okay to have some punches, that you use all the time as well on your cards. And that's what I'm going to be doing with this one. I am working with some scraps here, and we're going to do, it's an A2 size card. So I'm going to just put that layer right there. And this one is about 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And then this one is going to lay down right here, and I'll be cutting that to size, and then I'm going to be doing some punching on this. This is an EK Success, and I've used this one for many years. This is one of my favorite punches to use. It's like a large, I guess I call it like a banner, a large banner punch. These are scraps out of my scrap bin, and I like to turn it upside down like this and punch it. Try to get, try to get that out of there. I'm going to do it 3 times. And I just line it up to where that edge is right there. And then one more. Just line it up. And punch. Okay, we'll set that aside. And I need to measure out this to be 5 1/2. Perfect. All right. So that's going to go right under here. And the reason why I put this here, because if I just put this on the edge right here, you can see like a strip of white. And I don't want that. I don't want the white to show. So I can put that strip down first. I'm just going to use my scissors to trim it off, kind of judge the length of it. In the beginning of my scrapbooking and card making adventure, 6, 7 years ago, maybe 8, I did not have an electronic die cut machine, so I bought quite a few little stickers and embellishments and things like that that I actually do still have some left. So I'm going to be using those up as well. Alright, so I'm just going to put a layer of adhesive right here. And for now I'm just going to lay this right at the edge here of the card. And then I can judge how much further this is going to go like this. And then just put that on, try to get that on there straight. It's helpful to have the little dots here for me. The dots on the paper. And then this will go down like this. I'm hanging over just a little bit, so I may have to trim this off a little bit. I'm just going to check real quick. By the time I move this down over here, I'll have a little bit there. So let's slice, I'm going to say 1/8. See what that'll do. Yep. Oh, wow, perfect. Yay me. Put some glue on that. Bring it all the way to the edge. The glue's going to help so that I can move the paper around as I need to. Looking behind it to make sure there's nothing hanging off. All right, let's do the rest. We are going to use this cutie patootie little squirrel. My mind just went blank. From Doodle Bug. It's a sticker. So we'll put this together, I think. Oh, there we go. And this guy's going to go on the green layer. And I chose green because he's got a little bit of green in his apple. And I bring it all the way down to the bottom and in the middle as much as I can. And then this is going to go on top like that. Let me give you the measurements of this. The gold layer is 2.5 by 3. And then the green layer is 2.25 by 2.75. I'm just grabbing like random adhesive glue. No rhyme or reason. My brain just works that way. I do like to use the glue more. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this up. I've got this big roll here that I got off Amazon. It's a little thicker than what I thought it would be, so I don't use it as often unless I'm doing a shaker card or something like that. It works great for that because it really elevates that acetate. Okay, now before I put this down, I'm going to use another punch. This is a really light paper. It's not a 65-pound weight. It's really great for using it with punches. This kind of punch, I've tried to use it on cardstock, and everything gets stuck inside of it. I had actually bought this on clearance at Marshall's several years ago, and it works well, but you kind of have to play with it a little bit so you don't rip your paper. And again, I'm just going to turn it over, line it up to where the last cut was on the edge. I might be too far up. There it is. Punch it. Get all those little pieces out of there. And that should be enough. Cut that off. And I'm going to put this underneath there. But I'm going to start it from here and end it here. Just layering it up using my punches. Got a little sticker there. I'm going to use that. And get that in the middle as best as I can. And then I'm going to flip this around and trim it. Alright, set that aside. Didn't get all the way to the end here, so let's just lift that up. Just did a little bit here and there. Not a whole lot. I didn't want it squeezing out all over my card. And then this is right here. It's the cutest little squirrel. Okay, then I have a piece of white cardstock here that I'm going to stamp Give Thanks, and that comes from a little stamp set that I had. I thought I had it out here for y'all, but I don't. Oh, here it is. Way over here. This one here, and I'm using that right there. So let's get my paper out here, and let's see, maybe not sure what color. I'm just going to go with black. I'm just going to use black, and find my memento. I try to be organized before I start my video-ing, but sometimes I think I have everything and then I don't. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down about right there. Nice. And then I'm going to trim this off. And then we're going to do a couple of leaves inside the card. I'm just going to put the leaves on the inside of the card. Wow, I'm at like on a frenzy here, right? It's got stuff everywhere. Okay, I'm going right to the edge. Good. And to the edge again. And then right to the bottom of those letters. I use the wire for my cutting guide. Alright, and then I'm going to get my brown ink here. And I'm just going to ink around the edges a little bit. Distress ink works really well for this too, but having these small little memento ink pads does the job. There we go. And I'm just going to glue that flat on. Right above this little guy's head. Lining it up so it's in the middle. Okay, and the last touch is I'm going to go ahead and put on some enamel dots. And I had got these at the Scrapbook Expo a couple years ago. It's called Eyelet Outlet. And they were selling them for like $1 a piece. So I bought quite a few. Alright, so let's put the gold. And then how about a couple of little brown ones? Right there. This works better. Or not. Oh my goodness. This little guy is giving me a hard time here. Okay, I'm just going to let him do his thing over there, and then I'll try this one. Here we go. And then I'm going to bring some right down here. For this one, I'm going to do medium in the brown, and then 2 little in the yellow. So it's kind of opposite of what I put up there. Just kind of adds like a little bit of a more of a design, a little bit more color in the card. Okay, now on the inside, hang in there, we're almost done. I've got the leaf from that one stamp set. And I'll put my little cushion under there. And I'm going to do, get it down a little bit. One up here. Ink it up again. This time I'm not going to push down so hard because I got the outside that I didn't want to, and that there. So you can put a little bit on the inside as well. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. And if there's any comments or questions, you can leave it here and I'll get back to you. Thanks so much.